I know I already have a video on how I uninstall my dreads, but in that video I don't say anything at all. It's all sped up and stuff. And I think it's when I had my black and white ones in, my 12-inch ones. So I just want to go through how I uninstall my dreads quickly before I actually start. As you can see, like, my bangs aren't braided in or anything like that. They were, but like I unbraided them because I felt like it. And I did that about 2 or so weeks ago. I don't know. Whatever. The first thing I do when I take out my dreads is I go through my whole head and I take out the elastics. Now, if you do that first, it'll make uninstalling them so much easier. And I use this. This is a seam ripper. These help on stubborn elastics. As you can see, I have some like hair already coming undone from the braids, but this helps a lot if you have a stubborn elastic in your hair, in the dread, that just doesn't want to give up. You know, it's a trooper. The first thing I do is I take out all of the elastics in my hair. After that, I separate my hair in half, kind of like this, and then I work from back to front because, like, I don't typically wash my dreads as often as other people that wear synthetics do. I generally wash my hair like either once a week or once every 2 weeks. So my hair would be a lot more, I don't know, springy, I guess, than other people's would. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Your hair will probably get into your face if you start from the front to the back. So it's always good to start from back to front. That way you can like tie it up as you go. But right after I take my dreads out, I would typically have a shower, obviously. Normally what I do is I start from the roots down. I use Head & Shoulders shampoo. Head & Shoulders is an anti-dandruff shampoo. And because your hair is in the dread for so long, I typically wear them for roughly, I think, six weeks. Your hair, especially the roots of your hair, are going to have a lot of dandruff. Regardless if you wash your hair when you wear dreads or not. So I typically wash my roots first with a whole bunch of shampoo, and I wash and then I rinse and then I wash them again and then I rinse them. After that, that releases any of the the dirt or anything, any of the other residue that's on your dreads, that was in your hair when it was braided in. It gets rid of all of that stuff, and then after, I just layer on the conditioner and let that sit for about 10 minutes, and that softens up the hair enough to let it loosen. And what I mean by loosen is your hair, when it's braided in, you're going to have a lot of fallout. Well, not a lot of fallout, but you're going to have fallout. And typically when you take your dreads out, that hair has kind of attached itself to the hair that is still on you, like on your hair, on your head. That's still on your head, you know? So any of the fallout is attached to your hair because of the dandruff and the dirt that was left. Now, I know that sounds kind of weird, but that's kind of what happens. The reason why I'm telling you this is because if you're growing natural dreads, this isn't like an issue with fallout or anything like that, because that's kind of how the dreads are formed. Because all that, I don't want to say leftover dirt or anything, but like, because your hair is not getting washed as often or anything, and it's matted together, your scalp and the dandruff will create a matting effect. And that matting effect is what causes problems for people when they take out synthetic dreads. And that's why some people have such a problem with fallout and stressing their hair and end up tearing it. Now, using shampoo will help get rid of some of the fallout that is present in your hair when you're having a shower. So you want to make sure that you comb out your hair in the shower and then let it dry, and then take a brush and start from bottom and work your way up to the top of your head. That will help reduce the amount of fallout that you actually get. If you're brushing your hair from scalp to the bottom, you're just going to end up ripping more of your hair out as you go, because your hair is a lot more fragile than it was when you had it before you had synthetic dreads in, if that makes sense. Now, you've already seen me take out my dreads in a video before, so I'm not going to actually show you of me taking these ones out, because, you know, it's pretty easy. So, well, I guess I can show you how to take out one. Already like removed the elastic, and you're just gently unbraiding the hair that is around the dread. Now your hair will feel like greasy, kind of. It happens all the time. Like, that's just because you haven't, like, you know, either you don't wash the full dread that's the hair is on, and you're just focusing on your roots when you wash your hair, but that's typically how to do it. And this is a single-ended dread, and that's how easy it came out. And you can see how springy my hair is now. So what you want to do, just to recap, take out the elastic, gently unbraid the dread, unbraid your hair from the dread, and then gently pull it out, and you'll end up with a loose dread and your hair a curly mess. So I hope that helps. Taking out double-ended dreads is pretty much the exact same thing. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe up there, comment down there, like this video if you want, share it, whatever. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video, hopefully. Probably not, because I'm, you know, talking to a camera.